this is not what I wanted. Let me pop it back for a second. You're just experiencing the real life dilemmas with me. Like, yes, this is based off a completely fictional house, but I want it to look as nice as I can make it look, so. For real though, why am I high-key impressed with that? Why does this look so much better now than I thought it was going to? YouTube, my name is sezrawrr and welcome to an exciting new build series that I'm beginning today. I know you've seen the title and the thumbnail. Today I'm going to be trying to build my Animal Crossing New Horizons house in The Sims 4. It's going to be an interesting time. I don't know 100% how I'm going to do it. It's going to be very much winging it as I go along. The really important thing to note before we get into it is I suck at building houses in The Sims. I've never been good at it, so please don't roast me too hard. But this is very much the first time that you guys are gonna actually be watching me build a house live rather than it being a speed build. So you guys, I'm gonna give you the quick tour of my house. I have recently renovated it, which is what actually inspired me to make this video today. If you haven't seen my original house, it was in my touring my 5-star island video, so I will link that in the description down below. Check that out. But here we are at the front of my house. So let me just angle down really quick so you can have a good look. I love the light colored brick. I love the gray trim. Super freaking pretty. I now have white roses and little pink windflowers. They're so cute. So let's get inside though and have a quick look. We've got kind of a dark theme in my kitchen here. This is my kitchen / dining room, and we've got lots of grays and blacks and like the little brown on all of my wooden stuff. Lots of black accents in here. So from my kitchen, we might take a step into the left and we'll go into this room. This is my bathroom. This is the room that has pretty much stayed unchanged. I really liked my bathroom the way it was. It's nice and white and bright and beautiful, but I have done black accent furniture, so everything else is the same in there. So then from my bathroom, we'll go straight up the middle here. This is my study. Now this is where my workbench is, and I've just made it a pretend little office as if it was my recording studio. So this is it here. And what inspired me to completely renovate my house actually was the iconic wallpaper with windows that you're seeing on that wall there. And then from here, we'll take a step into the lounge room. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just so white and light and bright and beautiful, and all of my aquariums everywhere. So this is my lounge room / aquarium pretty much. All of my favorite fish that I have caught and like sea monsters and stuff that I've caught are here. So let's head downstairs into the basement. And this is my music room. It has stayed pretty much exactly the same as it was before, except I think I've got some new instruments. I don't think I had the drums last time I showed you my house. It's going to be interesting to try and make this in The Sims 4 because we do not have the range of musical instruments that we do in Animal Crossing, so that's going to be really interesting. And then we'll head upstairs, which is my bedroom, and I love this bedroom so much. It just has like vibes. It's just the cozy, roomy, kind of modern-esque vibes, kind of. I guess modern only with the windows on the walls, but I love the great wallpaper back there. I just love all the black accent furniture as well. I just love it. So we've got a little lounge space off to the side there. All that stuff that's essential that you need in a room, like your dresser and your mirror. But that is my house tour, so let's get to building my Animal Crossing house in The Sims 4.
A few moments later.
So here we are in The Sims 4. We're in this beautiful lot in Windenburg. It is a 30 by 20 lot. So it's not a huge lot. I don't think we'll need it to be huge. I'm just thinking that we are probably going to need it to be wide. If you see me look off the side of the screen, by the way, I have a reference image right there that I'm looking at from my house so that I can build it. The houses in Animal Crossing are deceptive. They are definitely smaller on the outside than what they should be according to the floor plan. So I need to make the floor plan work because that's what matters in making this house functional, is the floor plan needs to work. So we're gonna try and make the floor plan work while trying to make it look as much like my Animal Crossing house as possible. So with that being said, firstly we need to make the downstairs kitchen, which if I have a look at that really quickly, according to Animal Crossing's grid, it's an 8 by 8 room. We're also going to make our kitchen an 8 by 8 room. The thing is though, I need to have enough space behind this room here to have the room that goes off the kitchen. And that room is a 6x6 room. Beautiful. So that literally fits perfectly. So the good thing is the rooms on either side of the kitchen are also that same size. So it's super easy to just copy and paste them. So immediately this is the shape of our house. And as you can see, that is much larger than the house in Animal Crossing. But like I said, it's deceptive. We've just got to go with it in order to make this house functional. So this house is a 2-story house. I actually have to have another room on top of this house, which is a 6x10 room. So this is going to be our upstairs. Right, so the next thing that makes me incredibly scared is because we have a 2-story house, we're going to need stairs to get upstairs. If we go back into like walking into your house, there's a little corridor and then the stairs come off the corridor. So that would need to be probably 2 tiles wide for probably 3x2. And then idealistically you'd have stairs going up and stairs going down to the basement. I think I'm going to have to move this room forward by 2 probably, because the stairs have to lead up. It's gonna make the house really ugly. This is not what I wanted. Let me pop it back for a second. You're just experiencing the real life dilemmas with me. This is what I was scared of, that I would have these real life dilemmas. Let me just do what I can do for a minute, and that is the whole house has to be at least medium wall height because the walls are very large. And then on top of that, we also need to move the house up by probably 2. That's by 1, probably up by 1 more, because we do have 2 stairs at the front of the house leading up to the front door. So we need to be on that little bit of a raised foundation. The issue still stands though of where the hell do I put the stairs? I don't think we're going to have an issue with the stairs leading down. I think that'll be fine. But where the hell do I put the stairs leading up? How do I do that? How do I do that? Let's just try some things. I might skip through this. You'll hopefully see me have worked something out for these stairs.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
You guys, I think I finally worked it out, and it only involved me moving to a completely different lot because I figured I might need a little bit more space, and making the wall heights back to short wall height. So making the walls short height meant that I'm able to tuck the staircase here. The thing is, technically that's supposed to eat into our kitchen, but I'm including this and this wall that I've just put in here as a part of the entryway. And then we've got an 8x8 room here that is going to be the kitchen. So that is the resolution that I have come up with. Now I need to try and make the basement, and that is something that is also scaring me. So let's just try and get the basement done. So the basement is also a 6x10 room. So this needs to be the bottom here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be the basement there. Freaking sick. Why do we have this thing happening here? Why is that happening now? Why did the basement cause the ground to do that? Yeah, I can't lower that, so that's just the way it's gonna have to freaking be. Now I can get started on the roofing though. Now that the layout is what it needs to be, let's finally get freaking started on the other scary part, which is roofing. This is so freaking bad. I apologize with how bad this is. I mean, I knew that the building itself was gonna be bad. Remember, I am not a builder, but like, this is impossible. This is impossible, and I just have to apologize with how freaking god awful does that look. I feel like I want to make these a little bit shorter because we're losing the top story, and I'm gonna need the top story to have some kind of viewing from it. So oh, you know what we could do? You know what we could do in order to make the front look a little bit better? We could put another room on top here. Like another room there, and then we could put that gabled piece on the front. So at least if the front can at least look good, because you actually can't see the back of the house at all. See, that looks a whole lot better, because then above the front door there is a window, a big window. So if I can put a big square window in here, that would make me feel a lot better. I also feel like it'd make me feel better to bring the edges down a little bit, just because it is a very skinny part of the roof. But we're gonna make that work. It's gonna be fine. Anyway, so I might focus on trying to get the outdoor painted because I feel like I'm gonna struggle to get the wallpaper correct. See, it's kind of... hold on a second. Maybe I'm a big fat freaking liar. It's not the right colored stone though. The other thing with this is I'm also incredibly limited by what The Sims even has on offer. See, I feel like I could get away with that for the top. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to get the right colored stone, but if I can get the right colored edging, so if we go with a gray like that edging that is there, that's just going to have to be the way that it goes, I think. What do we think of that? And then if I can get some columns that are gray, maybe? Hey, that's not half bad. That's not half bad. That is exactly what I want. It's not perfect, like I said. I can't change the color of the stone, and it's the closest I think I'm going to get to it. The important thing is that we do have the gray cornering, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking of opening this up by one tile on either side just because it looks really strange from the top. So opening it up on either side. Like, yes, this is based off a completely fictional house, but I want it to look as nice as I can make it look, so. For real though, why am I high-key impressed with that? Why does this look so much better now than I thought it was going to? That's now done. I feel like, honestly, that was the hardest part, was doing the build. I'm honestly quite impressed with this shell. I'm really happy with it. So now I feel really good about going in and getting started with the furnishing. So I'm actually going to start in the basement because I feel like that's probably going to be the quickest part for me to furnish. So downstairs on the floor in the basement, I have some very dark wood paneling. It's not quite black, but it's almost black. Would the brown be better? Because it is a really dark brown. It's almost black. I feel like that's going to be the way to go. I'm really happy with that. So I also use that flooring in the lounge room, in this room back here, and upstairs. The wallpaper might be an issue because I use a very specific kind of wallpaper. What if that's as close that I can get to it? I would be happy to have that be it because it's got the lower paneling here, and this is all black and ornate, which the wallpaper I use in that room definitely is. I've just realized looking at this that we're gonna have an issue because the stairs coming in are actually blocking off some of the room in here. I might just quickly extend it out by one and see how I feel, because then I can block off this part of the room here, because that part would then not be usable, and we've still got a 6x10 room here. I've just realized I'm having the same issue downstairs, so I'm going to do the same downstairs, and I'm going to block off that line so that we've still got the 6x10 room downstairs. Back to the basement though, because the basement I use as a music room, so we don't have musical instruments. Let's get the instruments that we do have out. Oh my god. I mean, when you're desperate, you're desperate. We don't have a drum kit in the game. We do have the barbecue drum and it comes in yellow, and that's the color of my drum kit in Animal Crossing. So I'm making this work. It's gonna be a pretend drum kit. I'm not even kidding. That's accurate, I feel like. So that is my music room. Let's go upstairs now, and maybe now we'll go into the kitchen. I really, really freaking love this kitchen in my house. I love it to pieces. The flooring that I have in the kitchen is a stone. None of them are quite grey enough. Oh, wait, hold on. Is bar 2 actually gonna come to my freaking rescue? It is. That is literally perfect. Like, hello? So all of my furnishings are brown with black trim. I do have the ironwood set. It's brown with black trim though. I don't really know what I'm going to be able to do for this. Also, the cabinetry is going to be a little bit strange. Ooh, hold on a second. I think this might be the best that I'm going to be able to do. I feel like the dining table is going to be an issue because it's a big square one, but we don't have any big square ones. We've got big circle ones. Wait, what if, because I feel like this table would be perfect. What if I put two of them together to create one big square table? What if I did that instead? Like that? Oh my god, that's freaking perfect. So then over on this wall, which is this is the entry here, which I still haven't even picked a front door yet. I will get to that in a second, but I've got these shelves here. I'm not really finding anything that has this kind of vibe. Like the closest thing I can see is like this one, but that's, oh, that might not actually be bad. Or what if we did something like this? Oh, which do I go with? I think I like this one better. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So we're going to go with that. I do also have one of the same in the bathroom that is right here. So I'm pretty happy with the kitchen. I feel like that's pretty good. So we might move on to the bathroom next. Let's get that done, seeming we got it started. So my bathroom is very, very different to the rest of the house. The rest of the house is kind of dark and black, whereas the bathroom is actually really white. I feel like that's pretty good. It doesn't have like the separated, like if I turn the grid off, it doesn't have the separated grid in it. That one does though. That's perfect. Oh my God, yes. There. And then I actually have a bath underneath it, a really big bathtub underneath it, a round bathtub underneath it. We don't have round bathtubs in The Sims 4, but we do have these triangle ones. So what if, I mean, you kind of get the picture. Like, it's got the purple in it that my bath has. It's just down here, not inside the water. That's fine. I reckon that works. So then over this side of the room is the laundry side of the room. So I've got a washing machine. I have a little ironing board here and a drying rack here, but we don't have either of those things in The Sims 4, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. What if I've just had an inspiration from this wall-mounted rack? I know in our dressers that we have for the bedroom, we've got this. What if I put that there instead? We can pretend that that's clothes drying. I feel like that's pretty good. So my lounge room, this is where we start to get to some really fun stuff. I need kind of like a white, kind of pale brick wall. Kind of exactly like that. I just immediately stumbled across that. That's amazing. And then I do need to obviously get the windows as well. So we're going to be using the Breezy Loft window or the Breezy but Tall Loft window from the Moschino pack. Oh no, that's too tall because there is actually space underneath. So probably the Breezy ones. The thing with my lounge room is it's not just a standard lounge room though. It's also kind of an aquarium. I have all of my favorite fish that I have caught, fish and sea monsters that I've caught in my lounge room. So it's kind of a lounge room and an aquarium at the same time. Interesting vibes, I know, but that's just the way it is. We're going to try and recreate that here. This is looking hella cute if I do say so myself. But let's get my aquariums in. All right, so there's our lounge room. I'm, again, really happy with the vibes. They're like exactly what I was hoping for. That's so good. Let's head into the back room downstairs though. So we've got 2 rooms left. Now this room is actually my study. It's where I have my workbench in Animal Crossing. This back wall is actually a feature wall. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find exactly what the wallpaper is. I think that's probably the closest we're going to get to it, which sucks because it's a little bit more grey than this. Like this kind of has more of a blue feel, whereas it's more of a grey, but that's just the way it is. I mean, probably the biggest screen is going to be on this one, so let's grab this computer. But then I do have the gaming setup that came with Animal Crossing 2.0 as well. The actual gaming computer desk setup. It's super freaking cute. So because of that, I am going to need some little pretend monitors. Like we're pretending that these monitors are actually a part of like a little gaming setup. Hopefully that looks a whole lot. Yeah! How is that exactly freaking spot on? That's perfect. I love that. Then there's my work desk over on this wall, and I'm thinking of using like this craft desk from Nifty Knitting. It kind of has the same vibes. It's a little bit taller, like the actual work desk comes to about there, but we don't have one of these desks that has the backing to there, so I'm going to use that instead. So then on the back wall here, I have my posters that I've been getting from Blathers for completing collections in the museum. The only one I don't have is the art one. I'm still working on my art collection. Maybe like these movie posters I can put on the back wall and that can signify the posters that I've gotten from Blathers. Yeah, that looks cool. There's only one room left of this house though. And it's upstairs, and this is my bedroom, so I'm really excited to get this one done. Let's get it happening. Straight away, I do have a console table behind my bed in Animal Crossing. That's a tip I actually got from Shep's house. Shep used to be one of my villagers. He's not anymore, but I did get that tip from him. You put a console table behind your bed and you can put things on the console table. And then look at that with this bed. How freaking cute is that? That's amazing. Love it. Oh, I'm happy with that. I haven't even put the windows in here. I've just been too busy decorating. So let's get these windows in. I have just realized as I'm looking at this floor plan that in Animal Crossing, I swear to God, this is just trying to make it so difficult for me at this point. In Animal Crossing, the doorway is actually in the middle here. You're freaking joking, right? Like, seriously? How am I supposed to do that? I had enough issues with the stairs. I am not moving this room. The rest of this house is absolutely perfect. I'm not moving it. What I will do, though, to replicate that is I will grab one of these double archways and I'll pop it in the middle there and we will pretend. We'll just pretend. Freaking if this was more black. Oh my God. I can't believe how well this has gone doing this in The Sims 4. I'm absolutely freaking stunned. So I need to get some stairs out the front here. I need to work on the trim here. I need to get a front door and work on the window that is going to be up here. Oh my God, I'm so freaking stoked though. It does look really strange having all these windows here and none here, but that's just the way that it is by the floor plan. I'm going by the floor plan. That's been the whole thing in this video. My door is grey. It's also a rounded door as well. We don't have very many rounded doors. The rounded doors that we've got are kind of like that. That's not quite the vibe. Yeah, that's going to be the best that we're going to be able to do. And the really big important thing is obviously this is rounded on the trim, but also there is decorative ironwork in the window of the door, and that was really important for me to be able to have that. I feel like that might even be better. So that is going to be the main building. Now I've got to do some landscaping, and my landscaping is incredibly freaking simple in Animal Crossing because I am very basic. Freaking sick. So that's that, and now I've got to do some flowers. So I might do flowers off camera and I'll come back once I finish the landscaping to show you the finished product.
Eventually.
So here it is. I mean, it looks a little bit funky. The landscaping is definitely an interesting choice. I did put some cliffs out the back of the house, some cliffs from Debug and some pine trees and stuff to try and get the atmosphere correct, because I do actually live right in front of a cliff next to a waterfall. So I feel like that's pretty accurate. But aside from that, this is the front of the house. Never mind the flowers, because it was hard to get the flowers correct. It just wasn't going to work the way that it does in Animal Crossing. So this is the best that I could do. So let's get inside the house. Let's take a look. So you walk in the front door and this is what you're greeted with. There's straight through. Oh my God, that just looks so freaking cool, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks so good. Oh, I love it. I really do. The kitchen might be my favorite room yet. I don't know. We'll have a look. Well, let's go into the study because we've had a look in here a lot as well. So you can see we've got the computer there. We've got the little seating area there with my camera. That's pretending to be where I record my other videos for my other channel. You can see the cliffs out the backyard there at the side windows. Super cool. We've got my little workbench. Freaking sick. And let's have a look at the lounge room. Perfect vibes, and I'm glad that I ended up building this house in Brindleton Bay. It just has the perfect vibes on this little island with the lighthouse. We've got all my aquariums waiting for their fish. And then instead of the bird cage, because we don't actually have the bird cage, I put this little bird feeder thing in there instead. It gives the same vibe. So I really like the lounge room. It's really, really cute. Over to the bathroom / laundry though. So this is what we've got on the wall here in the laundry section of the bathroom. And then we've got my actual bathroom. It looks pretty big and bare in The Sims 4. Isn't that weird how it looks so big and empty in here, but in the Animal Crossing it doesn't look as big and empty. We might go downstairs next though. And this is my little music room when you walk in the door. It's got the microphone there and as many instruments as I could fit in here. My fake drum kit, which I still freaking love. And then the pianos over here. So it's pretty basic in here, but my music room in my actual Animal Crossing home is pretty basic. So then let's go back upstairs. And as a matter of fact, let's go all the way upstairs. So this is the bedroom from where you walk into this archway. How cool does that look? That looks so freaking good. It makes me really proud of the choices that I've made to decorate my house in Animal Crossing, like really happy with the choices that I've made. This is just so cool. Oh, why can you not see my lava lamp though? What happened to my lava lamp? I'm not sure. And then this is the fake doorway for where the doorway is supposed to be into here, but for functionality wise, it's over in the corner here. So I just am so freaking impressed. The house shape itself isn't quite right. It's as right as I could make it though, but everything else I'm really happy with how it's translated into The Sims 4. So if for some reason you would like to download this house for yourself, it will be on the gallery. My gallery ID is sezrawrr, and it will be under my Animal Crossing house. Unfortunately, I have used a lot of packs, but if you want to gut this house and make it your own, you don't even really need any packs installed to do that. Like, the shell of the house itself is base game, because walls are base game, and you can do with it what you need to make it your Animal Crossing house. And that's why I wanted to make this video. I have so much fun in Animal Crossing, I have so much fun in The Sims, and I've been having a lot of fun making build videos lately in The Sims, which is a shock to me. So I knew that I wanted to take this challenge on. I'm really stoked with how it came out. I think it's as good as it possibly could be for it being a conversion from Animal Crossing to The Sims. I really love it, and it's definitely made me appreciate my house in Animal Crossing more. But that being said, guys, that is the end of this video. So if you would like to see more of me, more Animal Crossing videos in the future, more Sims videos in the future, and specifically more Sims build videos in the future, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Let me know what you think of my Animal Crossing house, both in Animal Crossing and in The Sims 4. And let me know which room was your favorite. I don't think I can pick. I'm stunned. I just love it all. So let me know what yours is in the comments down below. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!